Hey everybody, how are you? It is Bullen. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you doing? So, we've got a lot of tea to get into regarding Mera Mangle. There's an update there. And also some other drag race tea in this video. So, if that's your thing, keep watching. So, some people on Twitter were speculating that Mera's Instagram might have been hacked or something like that. I don't know, girl. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd say it looks like she's been hacked, because when you go over to Mera Mangle on YouTube, there's content that's started to be uploaded there. I will include a screenshot as well so you can see what I'm talking about. But there's content that started to be like re-uploaded or uploaded to that channel. So it's all a little bit fishy. Let's not forget, Mera did delete everything off of YouTube and also didn't tell Scarlet, allegedly, that she was going to vanish from social media, which that to me in itself seems a bit shady, I've got to say. If you've worked building a YouTube channel with somebody for what, 6 years, and then you just decide to delete all the content. I mean, I did a little bit of research and I can see that Mera has kind of done something similar before, but to not tell Scarlet, I thought was really shady. To just disappear, delete everything, all the views, all the content, you know, all of the subscribers, everything that they've built up on that YouTube channel, gone. I thought that was very shady. So what I've seen now is, as I say, I've seen that Instagram post with the GoFundMe attached to it, and also some content that's been uploaded or re-uploaded to a YouTube channel. So that's all we've heard from Mera herself so far. People, like I say, are speculating whether that's somebody who might have actually hacked Mera. I don't know, because the explanation that we've got for the disappearance and also asking for money is kind of a little bit vague. That's what I thought when I read it. Personally, I thought it was a little bit vague. You know, I don't want to put too much of my opinion in there, because I know a lot of people were very worried about Mera, where she'd gone, why she'd gone so suddenly, all of that, what happened to her. So I don't want to say anything like too negative, but I did also see that Lawrence Chaney had a comment about it, and also some other drag race girls. So I'm going to get into that too. So here's one of the Twitter posts I saw. Somebody asking if this is the same Horatio who went on Mera's channel for a week. Horatio said, "Girl, please, if you don't tell, I will." Talking about Mera's GoFundMe and Instagram post. Lawrence Chaney replied to the original poster here saying, "Yes, it is the same Horatio who appeared on Mera's channel for a week." Drag Race's Chloe Clarke said, "Anyone that's been here long enough knows that I'm seated for this," with quote of Horatio's post. Now, whether this GoFundMe is Mera or not, what I can see is that it's already made quite a lot of money. So if this is somebody pretending to be Mera, then that's really dodgy. If it's Mera, then girl, where's the explanation, you know? Like, where's the video back addressing things to your followers, your subscribers on YouTube, the people who pay for your Patreon, you know? Like, I would expect if it was Mera that she would do that. I don't know, you know, maybe I'm expecting too much, and maybe she really doesn't owe anybody an explanation, but if that was me in Mera's shoes, I think I would do a video, come on camera, speak to people and say, look, yeah, hi, I left, this is why, and I've now put up this GoFundMe, you know, just to kind of make people aware, and so that they're not left in the dark and feeling like they're being scammed or having to run to Twitter and try and work out if it's actually Mera doing this, you know. I think if it was me, I would definitely address it, but you know, it's Mera's call, and is it even Mera doing this? We don't know. As for Mera's co-host Scarlet Cyanide, I did see that Scarlet has put up on her own Instagram that she's going to be starting her own YouTube channel without Mera. So it all sounds very fishy, very shady to me, because Scarlet now is going to be going off on her own, starting her own channel. So I don't know if there was some kind of friendship breakdown between the two. I'm not sure. But the other question that I have in mind about Mera, if it is Mera at all who's put up this GoFundMe, is the asking for money now at a time when we've just had all the LA fires and people are donating towards that. Also, everything going on in Palestine, you know, there's other causes that really, I would say, need your money a lot more than a YouTuber who's already been earning money from you. my opinion, you know, because if you think about it, Mera had a Patreon, you know, she had YouTube subscribers who, I don't know if you know, but with YouTube, you're getting paid for like every view on your channel. Okay, it might not be a huge amount for every view, but you're getting paid for each view on your YouTube channel if you're over 1,000 subscribers and your channel is monetized. So you're earning money for views on YouTube already. Like, the channel had been going for 6 years and it was very popular. So are you telling me that all of that money that you earned from that is gone and you need to put up a GoFundMe now? That's what I'm finding hard to believe here. Like, where's all the money that you made from YouTube gone? Because you can make quite a lot of money if you're a full-time YouTuber. So where's all the money from that content gone? The Patreon, you know, where is all that money gone for you to put up a GoFundMe? That's one reason why I think it could possibly be that this is somebody who's hacked Mera's account, because to do that, to me, it seems off, unless it is really Mera and she just is that shady. I don't know. Next thing I'm going to talk about is also something that I saw on Twitter. This is to do with Chloe Clarke and Keta Minaj. Over on Twitter, there was this screenshot posted where Keta Minaj was in DMs with somebody and used the N-word. So it was the first 3 letters, but still the N-word. There was also a second screenshot posted where you can see Keta Minaj using the T-slur. Chloe Clarke went to defend Keta on Twitter and then got called out for trying to defend Keta. She apologised for what she'd said in reading the screenshots and asking what the problem was. So it was kind of like they were almost trying to say in the beginning that it might be some kind of cultural difference between Holland and that's how they speak in Holland. I know that Chloe was very apologetic about getting involved in the conversation. She did put up a whole post on Twitter, a lengthy post explaining that she really shouldn't have got involved in the conversation, jump into Keta's defence, and that she shouldn't have said anything. So I know that she was very apologetic there. As for Keta, and it being like just words that you say in Holland, well, I'm British, so I can't speak to how queer people in Holland talk, but I know that I don't say those words here living in the UK, you know. I know that the T-slur, the N-word, all of those, you know, I know the N-word is racist, I know the T-slur is bad, you know, I don't use those words. So I don't quite understand how queens who work in the industry are using that word in DMs. Like, you must know, you must be aware that you're going to get caught out at some point, that someone is going to leak that DM somewhere along the line. You know, if it's real, if it's a real screenshot and not a faked one, then, you know, you must be aware that somebody is going to leak that. But the reason I think it's real is because, you know, Chloe Clarke jumped in to defend Keta. So, like, you obviously do say those words if somebody was jumping to your defence. You're an adult, you should know we don't say those words. You know, there is enough about it on the internet. If you've grown up with any kind of internet, you know those words are not socially acceptable at all. So I kind of don't buy the excuse that, oh, this is how we talk in Holland. No. I think it's especially important that we talk about things like this, especially right now, because the other day I saw an article about a trans girl who unfortunately had been stabbed going to a roller disco party in the UK. The roller skate in the background, right? So I roller skate like recreationally. I'm rubbish at the moment, you know, I'm only a beginner, but I saw an article where a trans girl, teenager, 18 years old, had been stabbed repeatedly at a roller disco in the UK. So to me, if they're kind of using slurs and things in Holland, it's hard to swallow, because when I see hate crime against transgender people, of course, it pisses me off. You know, it makes me angry. And then incidents like this. The other day I saw this article where it happened last year in 2024. This young woman was, like I say, unfortunately stabbed at a roller disco. And there were, I think, 4 or 5 teenagers who were guilty of doing this to her. They'd ganged up on her, repeatedly stabbed her, basically left her to bleed out. But luckily she is alive, and she's actually now shared the CCTV. She's allowed the police to share the CCTV in court. So the people who did it to her, they have been caught, they have been found guilty, but still, that was teenagers in the UK. So it scares me that we're living in this world at the moment where there's this level of hate for transgender people. Like, I don't remember a time like this when I was growing up. It was far more accepting when I was a teenager, I think. Just for reference, I'm now 40 years old. Yep, I'm an old bitch. So I'm 40 years old, and I don't remember times like this in the UK while I was growing up. It was definitely a lot more accepting, and people were much more chill about things like gender, how you identified. We didn't have language like non-binary. That wasn't a thing when I was younger. You know, we didn't have that verbiage to be able to express yourself like that, or to identify yourself with. We didn't have that. You were either trans or you were cis, you know. There was no anything in between or anything like that. But it saddens me to see now in 2024, 2025, when queer people are using slurs and things like it's nothing. It really is difficult. You know, we shouldn't be perpetuating that type of hatred against our own community. Because, as I say, look what happens. Teenagers attacked another young trans teenager at a bloody roller disco. You know, she's gone out to a birthday party at a roller disco, and then her life has changed forever. She's now living with the nightmare of what happened to her. I mean, lucky she made it out alive, but what if she hadn't? Another Brianna Gay situation, you know? Like, I don't know why this country is getting so bad. I don't know why people feel so empowered to be so hateful. It's something that I won't ever understand because, as I say, when I was growing up, it wasn't like this. It was much kinder. You know, yeah, we all wound each other up. We'll call each other fat or whatever, you know. Yeah, we had fun, but we weren't hateful to the point that there were, like, incidents like this just because somebody happens to be trans. You know, it wasn't anything like this at all. Anyway, on that note, I am going to stop this video right here. I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye. And no, I didn't paint my hands. Sue me.